Hey everybody, it's your girl Emma, and I'm back with another tag. How's everybody doing? Everybody's doing okay? Everybody's good? Good, everybody's doing good. So listen, listen y'all, I am back to do another tag, and this tag is by Beijing Cheddar. Beijing Cheddar tagged me in the tag, and the name of the tag is Name 3 Things That You Believe in Miracles. 3 things that I believe in miracles. Yeah, I think that's how she said it. 3 things that I believe in miracles in. Well, y'all, I got to hold this phone. I'm holding the phone. Before I get started, y'all, can y'all tell anything different about me? I caught myself doing my own makeup. Doing my eyeshadow. You see it, Lisa? You see it? Y'all know that I went to what is it called? What is the store called? Dang. Y'all, I worked last night. That's all I can tell you, y'all. I can't think straight. What is the Five Below? That's the name of the store. I went to Five Below and I bought a eyeshadow palette. I mean, a big eyeshadow palette, not the little bitty ones. And I said I thought I would look kind of cute in some of these colors. So today is my first day wearing some of the colors. So tell me all y'all that are professionals like Colorful Camille. That girl can do some makeup. And what is my sister's name? Dag. I can see the letters in her. But she got a little girl named Sparkle, and she got a little boy named what is her little boy's name? Dang, I can't think of his name. But I know her little girl name is Sparkle. She does makeup too, but I can't think of her name. But I know her kid's name. Well, I know her daughter's name is Sparkle. She does makeup. And beautiful Butterfly, she does makeup too. Those 3 girls are the 3 ladies that I watch, along with Lisa Dukes. Lisa Dukes is just getting into the makeup thing, and she's learning. Like, I need to be following her too, because taking notes, because I'm just learning how to do the stuff. Because basically, I pretty much wear just lipstick and just a little bit of eyeshadow, just a little bit. You barely can tell that I got some on. And that's it. I don't wear any foundation or anything else. But anywho, okay. So I just thought about throwing that in there because I see myself. I see myself in the camera. So yeah. So let me get to the tag. I just thought I'd throw that in there if y'all can see any difference than the way I look than my norm. I got a little bit of the eyeshadow on. And my colors are purple because I love purple. I know it's purple, and I can't think of the other colors. See, if I had my thing, I would show you, but I don't have it. Anyway, so let's hop into the tag. So the 3 reasons why I believe in miracles. I'm going to give you 2 that I saw with my own eyes at my church. Right before our eyes, God performed 2 miracles. Well, he performed a lot of miracles in my church. Don't get me wrong. And this is the honest God truth. I'm not making this up, y'all. This is the honest God truth. There are so many more, but these are 3 things. 1 personally happened within my own family, and 2 that I saw with my own eyes. Number 1, in my church, we believe in healings and signs and wonders of God. We believe in that. Not only do we believe in it, it actually happens within our church. This particular Sunday, it was on a Sunday, we had a visitor to come to our church, and this visitor came up for prayer, and because he couldn't see, he was blind. I don't remember was it the right or the left eye, but he was blind in one of his eyes. We're not talking about like, you just can't see and things is blurry. No, he was legally blind in one eye. So he came up to the church, and my bishop made the altar call. Those that wanted to have prayer, those that wanted to get healing, for whatever that you need to come down to the altar. So this particular gentleman came down to the altar, and he told the bishop that he wanted to get healed so that he can see. So I'm going to tell you what my bishop did. God told him to do this, okay? So the guy told him that he couldn't see. Like I said, I can't remember was it his right or left eye. I'm just going to say in one of his eyes. So he told him that he couldn't see in one of his eyes. So Bishop began to ask the saints to pray. So we all began to pray. He asked us to pray in tongues. And some of y'all that don't know what tongues is, that's just speaking in the Holy Ghost. Yeah. So we all began to pray. So Bishop spat in his hand, took his hand and prayed over the eye that he couldn't see. Now, remind you now, the man that was blind, God spat in his hand and made mud out of it and put it on his eyes. And then the man began to see. We didn't have any mud, but the bishop spat in his hand, prayed the prayer of faith of healing, laid his hand on his eyes, and the man was healed. The man's eyes opened up. The one eye that was blind, and tell you and prove it to you how he was blind that he couldn't see. Before he started to pray for him, he had to cover up his good eye, and he asked him, could he see anything in the church? Asked him, could he read? There was a what do you call those digital clocks that we have in the church way back in the back, you know. So he asked him, could he see that? He told him no, he couldn't see anything. So he covered up his bad eye and covered up his good eye and asked him to read the clock. So he read it out of his good eye. After he prayed for him, he covered up his bad eye and asked him to read the numbers that was on the clock. Do you know that man read the numbers on that clock out of his eye that was blind? That was a miracle. And the church went ballistic. True story, y'all. Very true. Tell you another one. The next story happened within our church, and this was not a visitor. She was a member in the church, but I never knew that this sister was deaf. I never knew that. I never knew that she was deaf. One of the sisters in our church was deaf. I never knew this. And once again, he called for those that wanted prayer and healing to come up. The sister came up to the church, and she told Bishop that she was deaf, that she couldn't hear. He asked her, did she believe in God? She did. Did she believe in healings and signs and miracles? She did. So he put his hands, both of his hands, one hand like this and the other hand on the other side. This is a true story. I'm not making this up, y'all. This is the truth. The sister was deaf. She couldn't hear. So what he did was he had her to turn around because she read lips. And I didn't know that about Sister Charlotte. I didn't have a clue because I saw her fellowship with people. I was fellowship with her. But the whole time she was understanding whatever it was saying because she was reading lips. I just thought she was able to hear. But come to find out, she couldn't hear at all. She couldn't hear. So he turned her around to talk to see if she hears something. She couldn't hear anything. But once she turned back around to face him and he would talk, she would read his lips. That's how she would hear. So this incident, he put his hands in both of her ears just like this. And we all began to pray the prayer of faith. After the prayer was prayed, did you know the sister began to hear? She turned around where she couldn't read anybody's lips. And with the mic, he called her name Charlotte. Charlotte. Do you know she heard her name? She busted out in tears for the first time. She heard. That was a miracle. God would place a miracle right before your eyes, and that's what he did at our church. It was a miracle. She began to hear. She walked way back in the back of the church. He didn't even use the mic. And he yelled out her name, Charlotte. She heard him. She heard him. She wasn't reading nobody's lips. She was too far back, and she heard her name. That was a miracle. The third miracle is, y'all wouldn't believe the third miracle that happened to you know who. Yeah, Diana. Diana was I think Diana might have been about 2 or 3 years old when this happened. I was outside and I was washing my car. And I kept telling her, I said, Diana, get off the banisters. Get off the banisters before you fall. But you know, kids are hard-headed. Kids won't listen. And I kept saying, get down off of that banister before you fall. That baby was playing on the banister. And it's not real high, but it's high enough because there's concrete at the bottom, right? She fell over the banister, hit the concrete. And I'm going to show you all the concrete, okay, to show you how she fell down and hit the concrete. And she was just yelling and screaming and crying. And I jumped and her mother ran out. We just knew something was broken. We just knew something was broken on her. Come to find out, was nothing broken on her. She didn't have no concussions, no nothing. That was a miracle. She could have had a concussion in her head. She was so little. She was perfectly fine. To me, that was a miracle. God performed a miracle that day. She didn't break not one bone in her body by falling over the rail and hitting the concrete. Now ask me, do I believe in miracles? Oh yeah, Sister Emma believe in miracles. Come on y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all the banister that Diana fell over. Show y'all the banister that Diana fell over. See that right there? Down there. Not on this side. She fell over on that side. Down there. Down there hitting that concrete down there. That's where she fell over. Right down there. I don't know if y'all can see it. Right down there where those green, where the trash can is. That's where she fell over when she was a little bigger. Because she kept playing right there on the banisters. Yeah. That's where she fell down at. Yeah, I got to find a spot on this phone to look at. Because it look like my eyeballs be going across. So I believe in miracles. And thank you so much, Beijing, for tagging me in this tag. Because when you said my name, I said, ooh, goody. Goody. I can tell you about the miracles that God has performed at my church. Not only at my church, in my own life with my grandbaby. Sure did. So that is the tag by Beijing Treasure that tagged me in 3 reasons why I believe in miracles. Y'all, miracles happen in all sorts of ways, all kinds of ways. It don't have to be big miracles. It can be little bitty miracles. It can be as a miracle as God healing your body as a toothache or earache. That's healing. That's healing, y'all. Yeah, okay, I ain't gonna get started, but anywho, so that is my tag from Beijing Treasures. Thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate you for tagging me and doing this. I really appreciate that. All right, so until next time, everybody, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next vlog. All right, y'all. Bye. Talk to you later.